Welcome back, and after briefly explaining about array theoretically, I'm going to use C in order to demonstrate about array. And then first we're going to create a new project. Make sure it's console application and it is C program. And this project we're going to name it, this one is session number 5 array. Okay, click on OK, and we're going to go up. Anyone can go to here. It's inside C. We're going to create a folder, and this folder is going to be SAS5 array. Okay, we're going to save it inside this one, and we're going to save it. Then click on Ctrl S, save. This one is a main file inside SAS5 array. Okay, save. And this one we're going to demonstrate about array. Again, array is a variable. This one is what I demonstrated in previous theory session. It's a variable. That's why it needs a name. So it is a name for memory location, but it can contain a group of elements. Means it can work with a group of them, not in one single variable. Kind of work with a group of them. But the group of them is a fixed size, so you have to specify the size, and of the same data type, so you have to specify the data type. So I'm going to declare an array of type int, okay, int array A, and when you specify, you need to specify the size 3. So again, A is a variable, okay, or a name memory locations, a name for memory location, then of type integer, so it can work with group of elements of fixed size. This one is 3 elements, and all the elements of type integer. Okay, so when you declare an array of type 3, you're going to that one is declare an array of type 3, and you already have 3 of them. Then you can assign values, okay, for arrays, one variable, but you can work with one variable, but you can work with 3 of them. So in order to access each individual one of them, you're going to use the concept called index. Okay, so you're going to use index in order to access to the array values. So this one is you're going to assign the values for the first element equal to 3, the second elements which is index number 1 equal to 5, and the third element which is index number 2 equal to 6. Okay, so this one is 3, 5, and 6. Okay, 3, 5, and 6. For 3 is assigned to the first element, 5 is assigned to the second element, and 6 is assigned to the third element. Let's just give an example over here. 5 is assigned for the first element, 6 is assigned for the second element, and 1 is assigned for the third element. So we can just use the same example: 5, 6, and 1. Okay, 5, 6, and 1. 5, 6, and 1. Okay, what is that? Def C plus plus 5, 6, and 1. This one is gonna use 5, 6, and 1. This one is the way we assign, and in order to access to this value manually, you're going to use printf, and this one gonna say first elements, okay, is an integer number. So then you create a new line, then this is a 0 for the first element. Similarly, in order to access to the second element, you're going to just copy paste second element, third elements, okay, second element, okay, third elements. Okay, so the second element is with index number 1, and third element has index number 2. This one's the way for us to access. Let's just try and execute this one. You'll see execute. You'll see the first element is 5. Okay, first element is 5. 5 is stored on the first element. You access its first element. Similar, second element is 6, and third element is 1. There is some special points inside C programming. You reserve, you declare an array of size 3, but you can access to the fourth elements, like this one equal to 7, and you fourth elements is index of 3, and you can access to them. Okay, you can access to them too. Okay, this one. Okay, and you have 7 here, but that one is not a good practice because some of the compiler in strict mode will not allow you to execute this one, so this one is not recommended. Okay. Secondly, you can also store some string into this one, but it won't be like some pointer concepts inside here. But so I'm not going to explain over it. You can have in C, you can have another way to declare an array. This one is Sugar syntactics. Instead of writing several lines, it's where you can declare an array of int of type B. Okay, it is an array equal to equal to 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's just test and see if we could make it. Okay, you could make it. So this one is you actually declare a variable of type array of integer int integer and the numbers of elements is 1, 2, and 3. So it's calculated by the curly bracket operators like this one. So you do know the size of the numbers of element or the size of the array is 3 from this one. And you're going to take the first element assigned for the first index, second element assigned for second index, and third element assigned for the third index. Then you can access to them manually as well. Okay, you can access to them manually as well. But in this case, I'm going to access to the elements using for loops. Okay, you can also use for loop to access to this one, but I'm going to use for loop to access to elements inside this array. So you're going to use for loops. So you're going to declare an integer as an counter first, int I, then for I equal to 0, start from first index, I, as long as I smaller than the size of the array, this one is 3, okay, size is smaller than array, which is 3, and each time you're going to access to it to the elements sequentially. So the first one is started from 0, second one is 1, third one is 2. So 0, 1, 2, like this one. That's why each time you're going to add 1 inside the counter. Then for each one of them, you're going to print the elements B of the index I. So I'm going to put a placeholder for I equal to the values that we're going to have here, then create a new line. So R is the index values for this location, and this one is a value that you access from the array B. So you're going to put BR over here. Okay, so it's gonna display using for loops, display sequentially the first element, second element, third element, or 4, 5, and 6 sequentially accordingly. So if you run this one, you will be able to see the B0 equal to 4, B1 equal to 5, and B2 equal to 6, which is 4, 5, 6. So this one is a faster way to declare an array and initialize values for it. And also you can also use for loops in order to access to each values inside it. You can use a for loop to access to arrays of array A here as well. Okay. If the size number 3 here is somehow fixed and it's not very flexible, and you would like to get the length of this array, the size of this array, you can use this one. This one is additional things. You can use this one. You can use size of operator. So int size equal to, you can get the size of B. Okay, size of B is in form of bytes. So you have 1 integer, 2 integer, 3 integer. So size of B is going to be 12 bytes. Okay, 12 bytes. But you need to note how many integers are there. So you're going to divide it by the size of integer. Okay, size of integer. From there, you can get the size, and you will be able to print out size of this array, size of array A is. Okay, then you're going to place here a placeholder, then create a new line, then that one is the size. We're going to test this one. We're going to test this one. Run it, and you see the size of the array is 3. You see 3 elements. So because it is the numbers bytes means 1 to 12 bytes divided for 4 bytes each integer. 12 bytes is here divided by size for each integer is 4, so you can get 3 over here for the size. So instead of fixing 3 here, you can place its the size here. Okay, size here. Okay, so it will run normally. it will run normally. If you run this one, you'll see size is 3, and it's run from 0 to 0, 1, 2. It stop at 2. It's the largest index because the index must be smaller than the size. Size is 3, so the index must be smaller than the size, which is 2. Okay, so that's it about array inside C.